Subscribe, please.
Hey guys, welcome back. It's your favorite Gimp with a Limp, and I'm here with part 2/3 of Desert Heat, Nations at War. Again, my apologies on losing the first video, but it just crapped out. Some of them go bad. Nothing I can do about it. But again, there wasn't too much on it. It was literally just like the American units moving up a little bit, and that was pretty much it. So we're going to just continue on from where we left off. I think we're finishing up turn 3. Again, I have just markers set for the American units since all the American units are ops complete. And yeah, this ops complete over here is to show these guys are ops complete and these guys are ops complete. And I left the dust marker there just to remind me that yes, we are still under dust conditions. A couple of the French are ops complete from taking op fire opportunities, and the French have one set or one their counter left to draw. We've got 2 end turn markers, and then we've got my P40 marker to potentially be drawn again. So we're going to take and get started in this, start drawing some counters and see what we get. Let's randomize here, see what we get out of the bucket, and we get ourselves a end turn marker. Okay, hoping to get that P40 again because I want to take and try to put an airstrike right there on that HQ if I can get it. And there it is, baby. That's what I'm talking about. I mean, it's a 1 in 3 chance, but I'll take that. Yes, sir. We're going to go right here on this HQ here at the top and see if we can put some hurt on him. It's just a single guy, but if we cause a disruption or elimination, it can hurt that HQ as well. So that is a good thing. They're both in there. We're going to take and try to do that. Is he concealed? I think he is concealed. Yes, he's going to be concealed because he's not ops complete. And my recon unit is over here. 1, 2, 3. Oh no! My recon unit is 1 hex too far away to keep him from getting the concealment. Yep, that's it. He still gets concealment. So he will have, let's see, concealment plus the building hex that he's in. Yeah, he's going to have 4 dice. Looking for 6s, but still going to have 4 dice to get him. That is unfortunate. Oh well, I've got 3 looking for 3, and he's going to have 4 looking for 4, or a 4 looking for 6. So let's see what we get here. Oh, no, no. Oh, only 1 hit. Only 1 hit. Okay, and he's got 4 dice. Let's see what he gets. Yeah, and there's the 6. So no hits were acquired. That is just unfortunate. This P40 did not do its work today. Damn. That was my best chance to really put a hurt. And if the HQ is hit, the HQ can take and, what is it? Oh, if the unit that the HQ is with is disrupted or reduced, then you have to roll a die for the HQ. And on a 1, the HQ is reduced. And if the unit the HQ is with is eliminated, destroyed, then the HQ rolls a die. And basically on a 1, 2, or 3, the HQ is reduced. So, and they can be destroyed. So like if their whole unit is destroyed, you know, they can't come back. But if the HQ is already reduced and it gets reduced again, it gets taken off and then it gets brought back in a reduced condition later on. But we'll talk about that if we have that happen. So let's draw ourselves another counter since our P40 went to shit, and we got ourselves the French. Okay, so the French are going to activate. And there's not a whole lot they can do again because their range isn't good. They've got dust conditions, so they're getting reduced. Yeah, they're not going to be able to do move and fire. Their infantry, like I was looking at their infantry, can they push? Can they do anything? No, because my infantry are still in half tracks, which means they need to use their AP value, and their AP value is only a range 1. So even if you extend that out to range 2, that would give them a penalty. Not going to work. So they are pretty well dead to rights at this point. So they are going to take and move up, though. They're going to take and move this one here and this one here, which is going to take all their movement points to do so. But the thing of it is this set of infantry here, they're in the clear. They're in an improved position, so they're more defensible than actually they would be in town. But that's a line of sight for this tank leading down through this like hex site. So he has a line of sight from here and up, so at least the HQ can start trying to do some work. And then this one can actually start trying to do some work as well. Do I have two ops complete, or is that one? Oh, he's disrupted. Forgot about that. Oh, I got a roll for him too to see if he comes back. I missed the fact that he was disrupted because the ops complete was on him. So let's roll for it. Roll high, baby. Roll high. Oh, that's high. That's what I'm talking about. 12. I needed that earlier when I've been putting shots down range. And of course, our last marker is going to be the end turn marker. So we'll take and do that. I will take and draw that chaos, placing the chaos marker there again, just as a reminder that dust conditions are still in effect. I'm kind of like, I mean, dust is an okay rule. I mean, I get it, but with the low kind of hit scoring that this game has, I almost think that the dust is a bit much. I mean, I understand why the rule's in the game, but it does seem like a bit much. So we'll take and grab up all of our counters. Everyone got to go on this turn, so we're popping up to turn 4. Make sure I got all of them right there, ready to go. A couple of end turn, American, French, P40, and down we go. Oh, and the HQ, if he gets a line of sight, he can actually start calling in some HE as well, because that's going to be coming into play. Okay, let's see. We're going to start drawing for our counters and see what we get. Dust. All right, good. Dust is out. So we'll take that out. Dust conditions are gone. And start drawing again. See what else we get. And we got end turn. No, don't end the turn yet. See, this is why I like this game. Not just besides the fact that it is simple enough. The stats that you need are right here on the counters. You can see pretty much everything you need, but it's random. I don't know which groups are going to get to activate. I don't know if both groups are going to get to activate, if neither, or what's going to happen. If the airstrike's going to come in, it has that randomization factor that is very, very good for solitaire play. Okay, so let's take and draw ourselves another counter, and we have the Americans. That's what I'm talking about, baby. We're going to put some hurt down range now. We are going to put some hurt down range. All right, because I was looking at this, and these infantry can pop down, but even if they don't pop down, all right, he can fire at extended range and hit with his HE weapon against these guys. But, oh, I want to take and do that. If I put him into, yeah, it would be extended range there too, because their HE range is only 2. Their HE is bottom left, 226. His HE is actually a little better in the half track, except he's rolling less firepower, but he has a better chance to hit. I was looking at those guys. I was like, I can plink a little bit at this infantry. I might just do that. And then I could plink. Well, I think I'd have to pop smoke, because I think I do that in the movement. What I was thinking about is that my infantry can pop smoke, right? And they would pop the 1 smoke counter, but I don't think I can do like can I do a move and fire? And this, because popping smoke costs 1 movement point. So I'm wondering if I could do like that as the move and then the fire, but then I'd be getting a penalty. I'm thinking I could. I'm thinking I could pop smoke and then fire, but I'd be getting like the movement penalty because I was doing that other stuff. So basically I would fire and then pop smoke to make it to where they couldn't fire back. But then I would need a 6 to hit instead of a 5 or a 6. See, 1, 2, 3, 4. This guy could fire at extended too. I'll tell you what, I'm going to let this one fire at these infantry at it. There's no point. I just realized that I can only roll 1 die and I can only get 1 hit, which means that these guys, nothing they do is going to matter because the infantry is in improved positions. Those improved positions they're sitting on both sides makes it to where I need to get at least 2 hits to do 1 bit of damage. So that's not going to work. But this tank can fire at effective range at this tank with no penalty, and we're going to do that. This recon tank is going to fire because I definitely want to try to start taking some of these guys out. Let's see what his stats are here. His AP is 325, so he'll fire with 2 dice, but he will be looking for 5s instead of the 6s that I've been looking for this whole game. No moving penalty, so yeah, we're definitely going to try to do that with this recon tank, see if we can hurt the R35. And that's all we got to go after anyways, these tanks. If the tanks go down, the infantry are pointless. Ah, I got one. There we go. There we go. And he has 3 dice looking for 6s. So he has to get a 6 to avoid being disrupted. No 6, baby. No 6. No 6! That's what I'm talking about. We got the disrupted. Now we can start moving in. All right, ops complete for him. I'm thinking, like, if I pop these infantry over into their infantry mode, they would have AP, and then I could move them up so they could potentially fire onto... They'd have 2 dice. Fire at long range, which would make it to where they'd roll 1 dice, like Hail Mary attempts to try to hurt some of those tanks, but that would put them in range of their HE. I don't know. I think it's kind of best to push in on these infantry on the flanks, maybe. But I can't get out of my command range, which is 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, and the reason this guy, again, is operating outside of command range of the rest of them is that he's a recon unit. So his command range is double. Keep that in mind. The rest of them are 4, but he's 8. So he can go 8 hexes out. So he's doing fine. Damn. Okay, I'm going to leave them there for now because these guys are going to be firing. I know that I was already looking at my leads. They're in effective range where they're at. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, which is their range. So they're not going to be getting any penalties when they're firing. And I can try to put some hurt on these disrupted tanks that are up here. So, yeah, let's do that. Let's do that. Okay, who should I fire with first? Let's take and actually fire with these guys because they're in effective range right now as well. Both of my Stuarts, they're up here in the front. So I definitely want to have fire going on these 2 frontal tanks. And if I get these guys reduced or even eliminated, then my Lee, since they have a farther range, could put some heart down range towards these infantry and see if they can kind of squeak something through. Okay, so we'll do that instead. We have a couple of Stuarts, and they, again, they're firing 2, looking for 5s. And we're just going to fire. We're not even going to move because we're in effective range. We're going to try to pop these R35s out of the town. All right. 2 dice. Looking for 5s. We're going to have left tank fire on the left tank. Let's see what we can get here. Ah, there we go. 1 hit. That's all you need. Chip in a chair. Dice in a chair. Yeah. Let's see. Again, they're going to be the same. He's in town. He's getting 3 dice. He needs a 6 to not be reduced. Oh, there we go. That's what I'm talking about. All right. We reduced 1. I'll tell you what. Now I'm definitely going to fire over here. See if I can eliminate this guy. Definitely got to try to eliminate him with my Stuart. All right. Come on. Oh, I keep picking up all 3 dice. They're a set, so you want to pick up 3. And plus X-Wing, you're firing 3 dice so many times, like it just becomes force of habit. Okay, so I need a couple of 5s or 6s. No, he missed. He missed. All right, let's throw ops complete on those 2 guys. Oh, I forgot to do my disrupted. See if my infantry came back. Come on. Nope, he definitely did not come back. Okay, so I do have 1 more down there. 2 in that stack. Let's see, but I don't think he's going anywhere. Same difference. I want to kind of keep them back, keep these guys firing at extended ranges at them. But I want to put some hurt onto these infantry. I really got to move up on these guys. But we're going after these. You know, next turn, after I fire with these guys, if I weaken these guys down and kind of put a gap in the town, I might race one of my half tracks up and just have it be sacrificial just to hold like a section of the town so the rest can kind of push up in and have one just eat it so I can get a foothold and kind of jam on them. All right, well, let's take and fire with our Lees here because they have a range of 5 and they're augmented. So they do get to roll 3 dice, but they only get to accept 2. So he's going to be rolling 3 dice. I have 1 Lee here, and 2 in this stack, but the HQ's with this stack. So he gets to fire 4 dice. Or no, he gets to fire 5 dice because he's augmented, but he only gets to keep 2 of the results. So that's even better. That's even better. Okay. Let's take and start with this one. And again, what I mean by augmented is when you look at the counter, it has that plus directly to the right of that 2. Ooh, let me put it on screen. Of that firepower 2, which means that he gets to roll an extra die, but they can only have the amount of hits that they have firepower. Okay, so you can't take and get 3 hits, but you have a better chance of getting those 3 hits. All right, let's start with our left tank here. We're firing on them. Nope. I need 6s. I need 6s. And I got 2 tanks in this hex, so I'm firing with the bottom tank on their non-HQ tank. Come on, 6s, baby. Nope. Ah. Okay, last regular firing Lee before we get to the HQ. Let's make sure we shuffle these up real good. Come on, I need a 6. I have not been rolling very many 6s in this game. There we go. Bam! Big dog came through. All right, let's make sure we're marking our ops complete. Bottom one and the right one just got 2 hits. And he's firing at this weakened one up here. He has 3 dice, but he needs to get 2 6s to take and avoid being destroyed. That's probably not going to happen. Nope, he got destroyed. Blammer! That's what I'm talking about. I probably should have taken and put that hit over on the right one instead, just to ensure that like I had 1 reduced and 1 killed, but oh well. Now we're going to fire with the HQ, and because he's augmented and HQ, he gets to roll 5 dice, but he can only keep 2 of the results. No, he could keep 4 of the results because he can keep the HQ results. He couldn't keep the extra augment result. Okay, so he can keep up to 4 of them. It doesn't matter. I mean, they're not all going to be 6s, but he gets to roll 5 dice. All of them have to be 6s, though. See what we can get here. Dice tower's tipping over. Oh, 1. I'll take it. It's better than none. Better than none, baby. Now I need him to not get a 6. No 6, baby. Again, he gets to roll 3 because of his innate defense of 2 and the building giving him 1. Come on, no 6. No 6. No 6. That's what I'm talking about. He gets reduced. What is their stats when they're reduced? Oh, their firepower goes down to a 1, and their HE firepower goes down to a 1. Their defense is the same though, so these R35s suck, man. Tell you what, those things are just slow, no firepower. Okay. Bam, bam, bam. All right, all of these guys are taken care of. The only thing I've got left are my engineers that are stacked with the Lees, and they're basically infantry. Not very good, but they are augmented on their close assault. So the engineers would be good things to close assault the tanks or maybe the enemy infantry. And I have these guys, but again, firing at extended range, I can't put any hurt onto them. And I run the risk. If I drop down into, that's what I was thinking, if I drop down into just regular infantry mode to like try to extended fire at them, they can do the same thing to me. and they have a heavy machine gun. Right now, I'm busting their tanks up so bad that it really doesn't seem worth risking my infantry. Let's go for the big hit. I've been the foot soldier. I've been the guy in the truck. I don't want to get shot at, so I'm not going to shoot at these guys or not let them get shot at. Okay, yep, we're going to go to our next counter and see what we get here. We got ourselves the French. The French tried to fight back. Wait, did I want to pop any smoke? I'll tell you what, do I want to pop any smoke? Because there's no dust in effect. He could get a shot off. That's what I'm thinking is like, I've got an infantry here I can move up, but he could be subjected to op fire. Ooh, if I pop a smoke here, that puts 2 blocking line hexes, which would keep him from being able to fire down onto those guys. So that would be a good thing. Yeah, we're going to do that. This infantry is going to take let's switch it around, the one that's not disrupted, the one that's on the bottom. All right. So he is on top now, and they can pop smoke on the hex that they're in or an adjacent hex. So he's spending some movement points or a movement point, and he's throwing down a single thing of smoke. And what I'm looking at is this line here that's giving this R35 a line of sight, and now that smoke blocks off these guys here. So he can't fire down, not without moving and penalizing himself even further and just not really giving him much of a chance. Okay, now the French can go. Did I want to pop any other smoke? I don't think any other smoke's really going to help me out. Not from where these guys are. I do not believe. Yeah. Okay, French turn now. Let's see, they've only got 2 tanks left. Let's see if they can get the disrupted off. They're looking for a 6 or under here. Nope, did not get it. Disruption has not been coming off of pretty much anyone in this game. Okay, they have 1 HQ tank left. And that 1 tank... I'll tell you what, the disrupted... I wonder if you can pull back. Okay, so they're going to take and do this to try to recover one of their tanks. They're going to move this guy up their HQ, which is their best chance to actually get some hurt going down. And the disrupted is going to fall back a hex. That's going to make both of them ops complete right there. And that way, this guy's got some line of sight blocking him, the one that fell back, this R35, and he can attempt to take and recover and try to at least get back into the fight later. And their highest attack is the HQ. They can take and try to at least slow down my tank advance. But I think at this point, with a reduction in a tank, a loss of a tank, and a loss of their 6-pounder, I don't really see them having much else going for them. Is there anything else they want to do? See, I'm thinking I did bad for the French by holding their infantry there, but they're just so defensive by being there that they can just absorb just a free hit from the improved position, that it's holding my infantry back from swarming in because they're going to have a massive advantage against my infantry, but my tanks have a big advantage against theirs with the extended range of these M3 Lees. So I really don't think the French really stood much of a chance in this game, but I mean, they don't in real life anyway, so it's all right. So, all right, let's take and draw our next counter. We've got a couple left. I think I got my airstrike and I got an end of turn, so I'm hoping to get that airstrike in, but if I don't draw it, then I don't get it. So let's hope it happens. There it is, baby. There it is, P40 coming in. We're going after the HQ again. Definitely going after the HQ. And he does not get concealment because he is ops complete. So the P40 is going to come in and try to take these guys out. I'm going to have 3 looking for 3s onto the HQ unit. All right, let's take them out, baby. Let's take them out. Oh, bam. That's what I'm talking about. 3 hits onto him. 3 hits. Now, he does get to roll 3 because he is in the buildings. And Yeah, he's getting to roll 3, 1 for the building, 2 for his N8. But I got 3 hits, and he needs to take and roll 3 6s to avoid any damage, which is not likely to happen. If he doesn't roll any 6s, he's obliterated off the board. So let's see what we get here. That's what I'm talking about. HQ gone, baby. Just like that. I do believe that eliminates the HQ outright. The tank is just gone. He goes disrupted, reduced, eliminated in 1 hit. Now, I believe that it's everything. If everything with the HQ dies, then I think the HQ just dies out as well. Let me look real quick. Hold on. Okay, so yes, if all units that are with the HQ unit are eliminated, then the HQ is eliminated as well. And I just remembered something while looking at the rules that I had been forgetting to do. Where are my rec markers? Okay, here we go. They're on the back of some of these HQ, or not the HQ, the out of command, not out of command, the ops complete. Damn, 3rd time's a charm. Ops complete markers. Now, I do believe both tanks that died there in that hex, but there was the gun, which was a soft target, so it's not going to get a rec marker. We'll just have the rec marker go in there. Now, I do believe that would have probably given him an extra die, but we're not going to worry about going back now over it. And all right, I think that catches us up. So yes, as a unit is, if a unit is eliminated completely, so the HQ is just left in the hex, you don't even roll for it, it's just gone. But had there been another unit in the hex, I would have conducted a roll at that point, looking for basically a 4 or higher to see if the HQ survived in a reduced state. So, no, would it go to reduced? I don't know. I have to look to be sure, but basically you're going to be rolling on it. If it's reduced or disrupted, then you're looking for anything but a 1, and if it's eliminated, then you're looking for anything but 1, 2, or 3. So that's how it's going to go. All right, we're about 28 minutes, so we'll take and pause it here, since this is a good place to pause it, since we're right here. The only marker I have left is an end turn marker. And I think we'll play out one more round before I take and call it for this game, because there's plenty of turns left, but I don't think the French are going to last too much longer, because they're getting all kinds of beat up. The American forces, I mean, especially with the Lees back here, just being able to fire in at effective range, because now they're just going to have to move forward a little bit farther. If the French only have 2 tanks left, and the Americans just have to push into the town. And then if they lose their tanks, all they've got is infantry. They don't even have a bazooka. So the best that they could hope for is range 1, so right there adjacent, 2 dice attacks looking for 6s, or trying to close assault my tanks that are going to have lots of infantry and engineers for cover. So I don't think the French are going to be long for this world, but we'll play out another turn and let you guys see how that plays out. All right, you guys take care. I'll catch you in the next one.